Is the beef with France and Ireland with us, is it over now? There's no debate. If a Frenchman or an Irishman walks past and they say, oh, World Cup, this and that, they can't say much.
No, it's over.
No more comments, please, guys.
Yeah, no more comments, thank you. But 11-match winning streak.
Proper. Problem with these winning streaks is you start thinking about them, don't you?
There's a nice flavour to the loose forward combination as well. Pepper, curry.
Yeah. Pepper curry.
That's such a JDV chip.
In terms of the charter, rugby being a game for everyone, that's a beautiful story.
Shimmy, that was your best work. Well, like I promise you, like you should have breaks marked.
Welcome back to the Boks Unpacked. Another season of rugby. Plenty to happen this year with me. Well, we're at the Scaliano, so at the Schalk Burger Bar. It's good to see the bra still there.
Still there. The lady in question has been back to get it, but...
we have a name.
No, we can't mention the name yet. But I bullied her out of it. Yeah, I said, no, just hang on. The bra has become an institution. It's been on Boks Unpacked. It's our property now. Yeah.
It's got a lot of value now.
I know.
Nothing added.
Nothing's added, although you remember Marco Wenzel, The Planet.
Yeah.
Was he here?
Welcome to Planet Marco. He came here and then had one drink, two drinks, and the next moment he hung his underpants up there, which I've stashed down there because underpants doesn't quite look the same as a bra.
People left his underpants.
Yeah. So his underpants. Next episode, I'll get the underpants on there. Yeah.
That's concerning that you kept it. I mean, in the
you got Marco Wenzel's underpants in your house.
We've all got weird fetishes, guys. Don't judge. Just don't judge.
JDV, summer highlights. Welcome, and your summer highlights. How was Ace-of-Fontaine?
Yeah, it was good, Shams. It was lovely just to relax. Well, I don't know if it was relaxing, but yeah, it was good to get away, time with the family, bit of sea, bit of cycling, not a lot of cycling.
Little
like
cycling.
Schalk.
You're not a cyclist, don't.
No, but like with the kids.
You're a cyclist. Oh, with the kids.
Yeah,
okay.
just with the
Like
kids.
I take
That's
John
the most
out
I do.
Normally once for a little ride, and last year me and Butchie took him out, and we went for a little single track. 2 laps around Quatu, and there's not a lot to hit, but there's a big bush, and
he hit it.
Went straight through it.
I
I don't know how he came out the other side, but like he must have had thorns coming out of his arms for the next 2 months, straight through the bush.
But holiday's good, Shimmy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you know what I felt like. I felt like end of last year was like repeated infringements. The opposition is on your goal line, penalty, sack them all, penalty. And then eventually you get you get the yellow card. Okay. But then after halftime, they took you recalibrate.
Yeah,
okay?
I get
so
you.
I felt like December was a recalibration
You sound
situation.
like a life coach on LinkedIn. But
I mean, he sounds like
Thanks for that.
He sounds like a stormer.
Tommy,
Yeah.
Scala, I heard rumors that the one night you're generally quite strict. You stick on your castles.
Yeah.
But one night you went down the dog path.
Yeah, I went down the short path.
Yeah.
The
How
shorts.
bad was it?
No, I mean, I don't do them. So anyone out there that offer me tequila or some form of shot, I just say no. Okay, I'm not having it. Don't offer me a beer. Way better. But John's wife is a resident evil, and unfortunately, I fell into that trap. I mean, I got a photo of John and Pops.
Yeah.
What time was it on Saturday?
No, Saturday evening,
No,
half
it
past
was-
5.
it was-
Like, okay.
5:30.
You haven't stopped the T20. You've been at every single game. Drinking more
All the games in January.
Yeah.
Show me what is important after December. Same with when you enter preseason. It's never to have a hard stop. You've got to wean yourself off. The hard stop, then you get into trouble. So wean yourself off, and SA20 luckily does that for us. Back in the day, it was New Year's Test match. You always come back from
you remember that,
your holiday in Ace-of-Fontaine, and then you think, okay, let's be a little bit easier, and then all of a sudden, Jock Cullis makes 100 on day 3, and then you suck into a quiet 12 pints or so.
Look, there's a rumor going around that the Paarl Royals have got a restraining order against Jean de Villiers. Just says hanging around the change room every day. When they lose,
No.
David Miller apparently has got a restraint.
I'm
There's
still,
a restraint against you for hanging
I'm
around
still
the change room.
confused, and I know it's a little bit awkward, but Francois Pienaar says he's chairman, but also so does John de Villiers.
Yeah.
I've
John de
never
Villiers
ever
claims
said that.
he's chairman.
Have you given a speech to the team ever?
I've never ever said that.
Have you ever given a speech to the team?
No, I just did the push-ups last year. That was tough.
But
My
you-
shoulders
you-
stopped now. So they asked me this year again. So Mike, I think he's general manager. I don't know, what the actual position is. So he phones me, says, "No, will I do the man of the match after the game? They're not the man of the match, and then just come into the change room and maybe they're like doing arm wrestling or whatever." And I'm like, I'll do all of the above except the arm wrestling.
wrestling.
There's
I
no
don't have a
chance
shoulder
I'm
lift.
doing that. I'll pop my shoulders. So I've never ever stated that I'm chairman there. I'm just a massive supporter.
Sweat gets awkward, yeah.
Yeah. This is
Massive
where it gets
supporter. Massive supporter of the Royals.
This runs deep. This is like 95
Community.
versus
I invest
2007.
I invest in the community.
Oh, beautiful, John.
You've never given them a speech in the change room.
No.
Shimmy, sorry, I think you need a bit of focus here. How was last week in barristers? My kids know what your car looks like. Okay, so whenever you're in barristers, they go, okay, Shimmy's in barristers. One at high school, so I dropped him, picked the other one up. Your car was there. You finished afternoon training at like 7 o'clock. I mean, how long was that sitting? What time did you leave
It
barristers?
was long. It was, when you get there to meet someone and then someone else comes and then there's a crowd of people. So I think I ended up going to Forays. I Ubered to Forays, actually. Then I Ubered home. I probably got home close to midnight.
Okay.
I actually met, and how's this?
But when did it start, Shimmy?
No, barristers. I went for one, like after, back
What
home
do
on
you
the way
call your
home.
little seat in the corner there?
Shimmy's corner.
Shimmy's corner.
So I sat there. There's actually an English guy that never been to Cape Town, was here for a 40th. So I saw this guy, witnessed a guy have his first brandy and coke ever.
And?
He said it was lovely.
He'll be drinking
And then
brandy forever.
he said, and he also said it was cheap, and he had another one.
Yeah.
So he was here for a 40th, and then it's just the locals there got stuck and got carried away a bit, but
Okay.
felt it the next day.
Glad you see the crutches are gone, Shimmy, and your
No, you're not.
your legs better and all
You
of
never
that.
felt sorry for me.
No,
Don't act like.
okay, fair. I never felt sorry for you. But you're still complaining a lot about it, eh?
Look, it's sore as we. No, okay,
Oh,
here we
shame,
go.
man.
Here we go. Tell
You'll
us.
be right, though.
It's a proper scar, though.
That scars. Welcome to the
Yeah.
club. You've got
Yeah.
the same as me and John. All of
Yeah.
us. Left knee.
We should share those scars.
Back on it. Yeah, look, it's fun. It's fine. Look, it is
We
what
could
it
actually
is.
have a little knee off. Let's see whose knee looks the worst.
Spending a lot of time. TJ Malherbe, remember TJ? She's the one that fixed me. Brilliant physio. So she's been great.
She'd be grinding you, not hard enough.
No, she's tough. No, she's tough. Dale Steyn was there the other day before we went to the. I think to the.
Did you
vet.
see his celebration?
Yeah.
How cool is it? It takes a stump out.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
So she's been brilliant though. Guys, quickly, Scala, emergency pod. We had an emergency pod the other day. You're obviously at T20 again.
Yeah, I was not there.
Sipping on some beers. Razor gone. We just need your
Yeah,
perspective on it.
I mean, I don't know if I need to weigh in on this. Like it's never nice.
Was it a surprise for you?
I think so. Because, still ranked second in the world. I know the rankings will change now after Six Nations, but, you often think this is a different generation of players. Maybe that's, maybe that is what they can achieve. Like you try and hark back to the generation we played against, the super generation. You think Ian Foster, who's from that ilk, was coaching, and that was pretty much the pinnacle of the current crop of players. Also shows the power of the players in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Previous generation also, Fozzie after 2 years lost his entire coaching staff. So I don't think I need to weigh in on this. I mean, I think for a guy like Razor, it's quite a tough pill to swallow.
It's you say the power of the players in New Zealand, but I think we're seeing it globally now. If you kind of all the kind of rumors in terms of what happened in Pretoria and how Jake also left and whatever, and again, you need to get to the bottom of it. But I don't think it's isolated just to them.
Yeah, you're right.
Where I think they've, and it's now 2 weeks later already, 2-3 weeks later, and still they don't have a coach yet. Still,
It's the greatest rivalry.
so if you, so my feeling is just always, if you make a drastic decision like that needs to be like, you need to plan properly, and it's easy to get rid of someone, but you need to know who you're replacing him with.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a hell of a lot of time went into that, and it certainly seems like they
just the logistics of the South African
Yeah.
tour is quite tricky. you're playing, say, the 11th, the 15th, the 22nd test, the 25th, you stay up in Joburg, but the next test match is in Durban.
Yeah.
Every coach has got his own preference. Do you stay longer in Joburg before you go down to Durban for the second test match?
Do you split the squads?
That logistics will have to take place now. You don't have a coach, like the coach inherits a logistical program.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a big change. They obviously deemed the change was needed. So, these things happen. I mean, New Zealand is, only getting exposed to it now, but like in the history of South Africa before Rassie came about, this was just a regular occurrence. We lost coaches winning World Cups,
But that is amazing. Eh? If you look at the history of World Cups in South Africa, then you see that no coach has lasted more than 4 years. Okay, so Kitch Christie, obviously, then moved on after that World Cup. 99.
Harry Villiers.
Mallet finished up.
03,
Charlie is gone.
Yeah.
Jay gets fired after winning the World Cup. Peter de Villiers gone after the World Cup. Heineke Meyer gone after the World Cup. Alistair only 2 years. And in none of those situations did we see consistency from a coaching point of view. So the head coach goes, and when the head coach goes, everyone goes. Okay, then we start afresh again. And it's only since Rassie took over where we've seen consistency within that group. Okay. All Blacks, it was the other way around.
Yeah, they were.
There was a lot of consistency, with Graham Henry, and then
it was John.
But remember, Graham Henry almost went after 2007, and they decided to keep him.
Yes,
and that was the secret. Then they won the next one.
They lost John Mitchell, obviously, after 03.
So there was consistency. And
it was the same core group.
Now it's the first time we're in my mind in All Black history where you also had a clean sweep of new guys coming in, and it only lasted 2 years.
2 years.
So.
Yeah.
Who gets it? Who's the next one in?
Who's on the
Jamie
list?
Joseph's obviously been mentioned.
Yeah.
Dave Rennie's name's popped up.
I've
I was
heard
reading
also,
something on social media that Steve Hansen and Ian Foster have been asked to reapply. I don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
Would they look at a foreign coach?
Yeah, and I've heard like Jamie Joseph and Rennie together.
Yeah.
But I can't see that working either. Who takes control?
Would they look at a foreign coach?
It's a package as well, Shimmy. It's a package. So yes, the head coach, but who goes with him? Who's the attack coach? Who's your defense coach? Who falls in that little package? And that's where I think they didn't do their, they didn't look deep enough to make sure that they can fill those.
I can see them having
places.
Foreign assistants, but I can't see them having a foreign head coach, not New Zealand.
No. But if you think about it, I mean, Jamie Joseph was Jamie Joseph and Tony Brown.
Yeah.
Tony Brown staying in South Africa. So Jamie Joseph, who does he bring in? Because, they always work well as a combination. Dave Rennie hasn't been in New Zealand since the Chiefs won. He's went to, if I'm not Australia, Glasgow, and Japan now.
Yeah.
Whichever order it is. So he's not in the New Zealand system, whereas Jamie Joseph sees the players, he's there with the players, he understands what's happening.
Both of them has got some awesome records.
Was Vern Cotter not thrown into the mix there as well?
Vern Cotter, but he's I think he's leaving Auckland to go to Australia or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Look, sounds like us 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Who's the next coach?
It almost feels like South Africa 20 years ago.
Let's celebrate Tony Brown for a moment.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine the position that he must be in. What it's like a lose-lose for him in a way, a win-win and a lose-lose, in that you're a New Zealander, obviously you proud of your country and all of that, you'd like to help them, but you're a man of your word, you stick to your principles, you stick to the contract being signed, it's on this journey with South Africa. It's a tough situation for him.
Yeah, I also think it adds to his market value.
Yeah.
You're loyal at a contract, you stick your time out. And as far as his development's going, he probably thinks, let's get to a World Cup.
Yeah.
And see what I can add. Can we do another World Cup with South Africa? After that, the fact that New Zealand wants him, it's not that ambition's not going to diminish.
Yeah.
It's only going to add to his value. So, same with young coaches here. If you go abroad and all of a sudden you get called back out, like Johan van Graan, do you get in the Springbok mix if Rassie moves away now, or do you honour your contract at Bath? You probably honour your contract at Bath before you decide to come back, So, I mean, I don't know who's going to be the next coach. I've got absolutely no idea. It's 2 years before World Cup. It's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it can be. It can. Look, they do regenerate quickly.
Rassie Rasmus was 18 months out.
Yeah.
not targeting 2019 World Cup.
Yeah.
And we somehow snuck that one.
It's doable.
It's doable.
It's a hard ask though to come here for the greatest rivalry. It's probably the hardest start any coach would get. Look, I think we're playing France, I think in Christchurch or something like that, which would France have already said they're not sending their main team out.
We don't have to look very far to see what a new coach and energy can provide. Look at the Sharks, 14th.
JP going well.
JP gets
bit of a culture shift.
You go, not great performances, then gets one little win before they get back to the Stormers, the double header. And if you look at I think the scoreboard in the second game probably flatters them a bit more, but 34-24, 30-19 against top of the log Stormers, not top of the log anymore. And all that was a proper new voice, energy, players fronting up. The way they played didn't change. They still set piece to set piece, dominating the aerial kicking game. But the fact that they played with so much more ambition and energy, that's just the change of voice.
And it's not always the technical stuff, eh? Sometimes it's just
you can see some of the players have
coach
been rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated and just encouraging or incorporating belief, giving you a different sense of belief and you going out and really, applying that in whatever way. So, well done, JP. I'm ecstatic for him. For the person, he's he's a
good man.
Amazing guy, good man, and very happy for him.
The state of the game. JDV, we saw, I think, Rassie, the Springbok coaches with Rassie, they did a part of it. It's very interesting. They're looking at the state of the game. Obviously, there's always certain pushes trying to change one or two laws. But I don't think much needs to be changed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, look, I think it's been intriguing to see how they, to give Joe Soap on the street kind of a bird's eye view as to how they view the game, the coaches. Yeah. And taking into account the history of the game, the World Rugby Charter, and then the state of the game. Because
the Rugby Charter is interesting.
Yeah, because we're so quick to say this needs to change or that needs to change or whatever. But at the end of the day, you take into account the laws of the game, you formulate a plan, and then you go and apply it. So, I think we as South Africans, we know what our strengths are, and that forms part of the broader world rugby structure. We've got our part to play in what rugby is today, and we've always been able to do that. And slowly but surely you evolve, you add things to it, but inherently being South African is a certain way, and so is for New Zealand and whatever. So I think it was good just to get it out there and kind of share a little bit. It opens up the conversation, I think, and I think that's a good thing, because it puts a bit of pressure on the world rugby also, just not to make decisions like that, but actually get a bit of input from the supporters.
What was the main takeouts of it?
Look, I watched the one where, I think paper talks about the Rugby Charter, so it's meant to be a game for all shapes and sizes, whether they're big or small. Everyone's equally important. What happens though is that, and I'll just sum it up quickly. So, for example, there are stories going around that they want to take the hit away from the scrum. Now, all of a sudden, a Jasper Wiese in 2 years' time would be a tight head prop because the hit's been taken away.
Yeah.
Now, what happens to a guy like Will Kalo if the Rugby Charter says it's a game for all shapes and sizes?
Well, we've mentioned this before. Then you become 12-man game. You become rugby league.
Yeah.
Where everyone looks exactly the same, and a big guy is 6'1".
Yeah.
That's a big guy. It is. It's not a Volkulo or Ergis Snyman who's 125, 140 kilograms and 6'9".
Yeah, and things like the aerial battle now without the shepherding now. What happened before was guys would shepherd, you box kick, you shepherd. So now all of a sudden now with the contest, it's created chaos and excitement. Now all of a sudden you win that, defense is on set, you can have a go. So it's made the game more exciting, but it also makes it a contest, which is the essence of rugby, is that everything should be a contest.
My point. Whenever you look at rugby and changing a law, just remember everything's got to be a fair contest.
Yeah.
And if that balance shifts to the attack or the defense, that area is going to dominate the game.
Yeah.
So if you favor defense, like we did in the ELVs back in 2009, where if you take a ball into contact, you can slow it down illegally. There's no ruck formed when you touch another guy. You can survive the tackle, get up from the wrong side, dive in, and so defense bosses the game, and then you kick it away. So it's got to be careful whenever you make a rule change that you don't benefit the one before the other.
Yeah.
Every facet's going to be a contest.
Yeah.
Because the Boks are good at scrumming, that means other teams will have to get better at scrum.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't then nullify the Boks scrum or the hit to try and make it an even contest.
Yeah.
because we know that it's not going to last forever. It will change again. At the moment, we're just far superior at certain parts of the game.
If some guys are faster than the others, you can't tell them that you're not allowed
You
to
need to slow down.
You need to run at only
I'm in front of
35 kilometers an hour.
You've
You
got
know,
to,
John, I'll bounce you, I've got to,
No, it's never happening. That's never happening.
I mean, it's.
I'll drop you, then you chase the law.
I think that balance is imperative. You can't, and as soon as you lose it once, to reinstate that balance is almost impossible. It takes so long to get it back the other way.
But I do, in terms of the charter and rugby being a game for everyone, all shapes and sizes, that's a beautiful story. And that has made rugby what it is today, because through that, the front rowers are, it's different human beings.
Yeah, look at this one next to me. It's this weird thing. I didn't want to say it. Look at it.
What do you mean this one next to you?
Look at the one next to me.
I used to scrum on my... I used to scrum on a prop. So
Yeah, it's hardly scrum behind them. But it's weird little thingies, Like they're a little thing.
But they add so much to not only rugby as a game, but rugby as the culture of rugby and everything post the 80 minutes. And, so many names that you can mention in terms of...
You just have to YouTube, prop tries or front ranker tries. Or
amazing.
Yeah, it's funny, but
so it's
good to watch.
That needs to stay. We need more of those stories in 50, 100, 200 years.
And it's always a game within a game. So you look at the rugby this weekend, the aerial contest is a big thing.
Yeah.
You go Edwolf and Merva against Zas or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You got Fassi against Villiers. So the kicking game, there's a scrum contest, there's a line-out contest, who can stop the Moors better. So there's always an area. That's what creates the debate, that everything is a contest, to be honest with you.
I mean, how did they boss the Stormers in the kicking game this weekend?
No,
like the skill execution, not only from Grant Williams, the contesting from Yaku Williams was exceptional.
And Fassi.
Good player, Yaku Williams.
Fassi, very good player, but then also Jaden
on
Hendricks.
Boks Unpacked, he's going to do very well.
Jaden Hendricks then comes on quite early, and then they just kick it through 9 high up the field. There's a clear instruction from JP to say no rugby in our own half. They're going to suffocate and strangle the Stormers, which they did with the kicking game. No worry, Galant at fullback. You get Damien Willems to boss the kicking game. He doesn't get it right, but then he also miss out on his influence on the ball next to Sasha. So, and then the other selection for me was the first half. The lineout was a problem again for the Stormers. And if team kicks along and they've got territory against you, you're going to have a lot of exit lineouts.
Yeah.
You don't start with Schikkeling and Van Heerden, you start with Andre Smith, and he gets ripped off after 28, and you empty the bench early. So there's a bit of a lesson for the Stormers up in Durban.
Look, it's a break now, so still a long way to go there.
I know.
It's you look at the table now. It's, I think, your Glasgow top. I think Stormers have got a game in hand at 36.
Yeah.
Leinster, and then there's like, if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 or 3 teams on 36 points.
Yeah.
It's quite tight.
Sharks,
which is what you want.
Sharks went from 14th to 8th in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Lions got bumped out.
To 9th.
To 9th.
The balls, you guys were in Durban. I tell you what, at Ellis Park, the ball,
dominant,
the Vodacom balls.
They got a bit of momentum.
But also with
6 home games to come.
pack of forwards,
Yeah.
They went back to roots, back to what makes the Bulls strong. That first few games with Johan Ackerman in charge, very loose.
Yeah.
Trying to score 50 points, but also conceding 40. Burnt their fingers a couple of games, but like that pack of forwards just said, "Hello, Lions pack. We'll show you. Let's go. We'll show you."
Yeah.
And Marcel could see her back. I mean, he adds some fire.
Cody from Paarl has sold multiple vehicles to WeBuy cars. Suspicious? I think so.
Is that a crime?
No. Where are you getting the cars?
I buy them and I sell them at the spot like a normal person.
Okay.
No, man, I'm just an accounting student. I know a good deal when I see one.
That's Excel meant. What's more stressful, tax season or selling a car at WeBuy Cars?
Tax season, obviously.
WeBuy Cars, the easiest way to sell your car by far.
All right, guys, our premature adjudications.
Come again?
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Premature adjudication.
I mean, this gets me every time.
Okay,
I can't take you seriously, Shimmy.
a very bold prediction. Guys, grow up, please. Guys, grow up, please.
Okay.
A very bold prediction.
These guys,
for this
let's be mature in 2026. Okay?
Okay, for this Six Nations, it can be a player or team specific, such as Scotland to go winless and finish last. The bolder, the better. Is it play of the tournament in Six Nations?
Wales
Yeah.
to win the Six Nations this year.
Why am I laughing?
come on,
It's
have you
not
lost your
happening.
mind?
No, it's not happening.
Premature adjudication. The bolder, the better.
I don't know. Like, I mean, there's a lot of drama around the Six Nations. Eh? Like,
Drama.
no Pinot.
Yeah?
Sure,
with the
guys.
Frenchies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No Aldred.
Yeah, Bandi Aki got reprimanded for foul language against referees.
Yeah.
Gregor Townsend, I think,
Is he under
is
pressure?
under pressure.
Big time.
Is Gregor under pressure?
I think so. Look, I tell you what, you've got Franco down the road who's shooting the lights out.
I reckon
Who's doing what?
Gregor Townsend to become the All Black coach.
It's John right here. He's
It's like the Boswell Wilkie show.
I know. Shimmy, I don't know what, I mean.
Okay. Henry Pollock's color player of the tournament?
No, not off the bench. Can't be. He's playing well, though.
He's playing well. He's doing some really good
Like
stuff.
just simple, like this is not going to shock anyone in England, but like England to win Six Nations, I don't think they can do Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Italy to finish ahead of Scotland.
Yeah, Italy to beat Scotland, to finish ahead of Scotland.
Italy to finish ahead of Scotland. Okay.
So
That's a. I just quickly want
France
to
to finish
check something here.
third, Ireland second, England first,
Okay. We'll remember that one.
Wales last.
Wales lost. So,
Wales,
Italy,
Scotland, Italy, France, Ireland, England.
remember that game where Italy played France and he had a kick to win the game?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy walked past him, the kicker.
Yes,
and
they drew.
Italy should have won that game.
Yeah.
Do you still remember that?
Garbisi missed.
Yeah, Gabisi, yeah. And there was one of the water guys, I don't know, one of the medical guys in the French team went in front of him when he kicked.
When he kicked. I remember.
It's a great tournament, the Six Nations.
Love it.
I love it.
Absolutely love it.
It's on a Thursday night, guys. Maybe we do a session of barristers, but quickly.
Thursday Night Lights.
Do you know why it's on Thursday?
No.
St.
So
Patrick's Day.
Everyone knows it's the Winter Olympics.
Oh, it's Winter Olympics.
Oh, of course.
Guys, what I can say
Is that the reason?
Yeah,
Thursday-
it's the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics on the
Thursday
Friday.
night rugby might just be the future, guys. Short week, long weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what dreams are made. I might make a comeback if we play Thursday.
How do you train on Monday?
Yeah, you train on Monday and then
Captains run on Wednesday.
captain runs on Wednesday, play on
Thursday.
Thursday, and Friday you're back on it. Yeah, I mean, how does that work?
Guys, okay.
No,
guys.
can I just? So, I don't think
Winter
England,
Olympics, yeah? Ice hockey. Do you watch ice
who's your bolter for the Winter Olympics? Who are you really looking out for?
hockey? The Canadian ice hockey team, man.
Who's captaining this year again?
Like with the Olympics, like obviously,
A Canadian guy.
I was growing up in South Africa, we don't see a lot of snow, if any. But like I love those alpine skiers, the big ones, not the little tiny.
The bobsled.
But a friend of mine that
And I
went.
also like the half pipe stuff.
Yeah.
They're like the more like the X Games stuff.
Friend of mine that went to school with me, his
you've
son.
got friends, okay.
So they've been living in Switzerland for quite a while. His son is number one in Switzerland now, skiing
Jeepers.
Which skiing is it?
at age group.
Also,
I don't
also brave, eh?
what? Where they go around the flags like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
Brilliant. Okay, guys. France. Let's talk France Island. In Paris, Andy Farrell returns off the Lions duties. Squad hit by injuries. Mac Hansen, Porter, Hugo Keenan, and Bandi Aki all out. France. They had the record for most tries in a single tournament last year. Galtier has made some big moves, dropping Damien Pinot, Ficou, Aldred off the mix November, considering...
Intermac
Just
also
before we
not
get
in the
into this game, guys,
He injured.
is the beef with France and Ireland with us, is it over now? There's no debate. If a Frenchman or an Irishman walks past and they say, oh, World Cup, this and that, they can't say much.
No, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
JDV, over?
I think
we
that's a
agree with
fair
that.
assessment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the moment, it's done. We don't have to say anything.
Yeah. We
So
just
the-
keep
We
quiet.
actually never said anything.
So the debate's done.
No negotiation.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
No more
Let's talk
comments,
about their
please,
game.
guy.
Yeah, no more comments. Thank you. Let's talk about their game now. Who
The
wins
French-
that one? How does it go? Yeah. France, Ireland,
I
and
think a
Paris.
bit of a depleted Irish squad, eh? So for for Ireland to win that one, that'll be a massive result. And then they potentially could just go on and win Six Nations.
Yeah.
I've got the Frenchies to win Six Nations this year, purely because they play Ireland at home and they play England at home.
Yeah.
So it's very much about where you play your home games, you know. So guys, you need to do. I can see you're confused now. You're confused now.
No?
I still feel
No, you're confused.
A home game is not confusion. It's not confusing.
Shimmy, why did you go like this? Why did you go like this? Yeah.
No,
Dude,
it's not confusing.
Yeah.
Also,
If I say the Boks are playing at home, is that confusing?
Captain.
What's that?
Dupont's back and captain.
Yeah.
The problem with Ireland's got against them is just that power game. You know, like, can they handle the scrum?
Yeah.
That brute physicality. You see it often in, you know, when Leinster comes up against La Rochelle, that little, you know, everything is a contest. The ruck is slow.
Big.
You don't find your rhythm. And I think that's Ireland's biggest weakness if they have a couple of injuries that they've got. No Keenan. Who's the other one you mentioned there?
Bandiaki.
No Bandiaki.
No Robbie Henshaw.
So how's this for a number? 87% win rate with Dupont playing. 67 when he's not there.
Yeah, so we...
That's a game changer.
Yeah, I think they... I mean, if Ireland gets off to a fast start, I think they've got a foothold in this game. But you see with France up there's a different beast. When they that first kickoff, you catch it and you can feel the heat from them. You know, always we played against them. We played a game in Cape Town. Victor caught it. We mauled them 40 meters, and Hugh Upland scored off the back of it. 3 months later, we got there in November. Victor caught the kickoff. I ripped it from him. Victor flew over me. Bucky's flew the other way. And I was standing there with 15 Frenchmen standing in front of me in Toulouse on a Friday night.
Exactly.
It's a complete different animal over there. And I think, you know, you've got to handle that physicality, which...
That was a brutal test.
Which, you know, it's hard to do at the best of times.
But how do you... I mean, the French psyche, Damien Penaud.
Yeah. Record try score.
Try score, and the reasoning is that defensively he's, you know, not up to scratch. Okay, makes sense. But I mean, if you score more than what you concede, you're winning games. And he's like, I just don't understand it. And it almost feels as if there's a bit of a also a Toulouse and Bordeaux kind of battle.
Yeah.
You know, do you not go Intermac?
Lagarec.
Lagarec.
Yeah.
Well, he's at La Rochelle now.
La Rochelle. What's the little Fluffy? He said he doesn't play for them.
The Bordeaux Flower
Bordeaux
is...
Jalibert. No, and Jalibert's been amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We beat the French with 14 men.
Yeah.
At home. That's why the French... Talk about the French psychology.
But hold on. So, like, I mean, the interesting thing about that game is that we were going, okay, their attack is dangerous. Once they get into a 22, they front up.
Yeah.
But they had absolutely nothing to offer. It's almost like they kicked it early in the set against us. We know they've got the long kicking game, which shoots the box. They run it back. But then the rest of it, they had no shape on attack. Like in zero. It was one-off runners and kick early in the set. You know, modern day rugby teams can't have that. You've got to have more than that.
On a bit, sorry, I'm just thinking about this now. Winnie Antonio had a heart attack.
Shame,
like he's done. Rugby career over.
In training, was it?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah,
lead up to the game or something. So, hopefully he makes a full recovery.
Shock retirement, after a heart attack.
And sometimes it's something like that as well. You know, a former player, he was part of the squad, whatever.
Yeah.
And now suddenly he's out, and you know the team really, you know, comes together and plays for someone like that.
Like in Paris, old Meyer Bosman, who played for Springbok.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Training, had a heart attack. Age
For Stade Francais,
32 for Stade. Retired, on the spot.
Say, well, Gail Ficou said he was France's greatest ever prop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not far from
it would
wrong.
be, Think Sylvain Marcanet, Christian Califano.
Yeah, Califano.
Okay, remember?
Peter de Villiers.
Yeah, Peter de Villiers, very French, but but it's interesting though. But you don't look. The guys will get he's had a good career considering what he did for La Rochelle.
Yeah,
you know, as long as he's healthy and he can live the.
But
rest
again,
of his life
talking about the previous conversation we had around the charter and the game for all shapes and sizes, that is
he's a big
brilliant
man,
example of
example.
That. Massive human being, fantastic skill set, but also by all accounts a great, great character.
Yeah.
You know, loved by most and all of them.
and Skelton together in a scrum.
Oh,
Yeah, just imagine.
Imagine.
I'm all worried about the rucks, The big Will starts walking over it. Same with Antonio. You can hit him with all you've got. You're not moving him.
Yeah. Scoreline prediction?
I'm going
France.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go
10 points.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. I was saying mid-20s and low teens, so 25-15 or something like that.
25-15.
Yeah.
England, Wales.
Yeah. Shame.
Not Wales.
I don't
Should
think
you skip
Wales.
the prediction?
Yeah, England.
Okay, look. Okay.
I think exciting times.
Let's just look at the Poms there. 11-match winning streak. First victory over New Zealand in 6 years. Okay, Dan Cole's retired, but they've got Will Stewart, Asher Opoku Forger, the sail prop. He's good. Wait, I think he's injured. Yeah, they're injured. And Finn Baxter, sorry.
Oh, they're all
injuries. That could upset them.
Joe Hayes at tight end there.
Joe Hayes.
Yeah.
And Genge will obviously get a
Genge will come in.
Yeah, they're a good side. Like what I like about them in November was, that proper resilience against that All Black side. Went down early and then pretty much just outplayed them for the last 60. Nice evolution on attack. Yeah. And I think they've got balance in their loose forwards for the first time in a long, long time.
Yeah.
For a long time we were looking like, what are they doing? Itoje falls in at blindside flanker. He's captain. He's locked where he should be. And then, their loose forwards, they pick a 6-2 bomb squad. And, 5 of them are loose forwards. So, they play with decent tempo.
Who do you start in the loose chair? Ben
all Curry and I think it's Pollock's on the bench.
Yeah.
And they use Cunningham
South also off the bench.
Off the bench. Yeah,
it's a settled team.
Settled team, and they've been using the Bath. Pepper.
Wait a minute. So they go through Six Nations. They'll get if look, they got France away from him.
Yeah.
But 11-match winning streak.
Proper.
Borthwick's done a good job. They are building something special.
The problem with these winning streaks is you start thinking about them, don't you?
Yeah.
And you get close to that number, and you have a bit of a banana peel game. So,
but I must say there's a nice flavour to the loose forward combination as well.
The way they're playing,
Pepper, Curry.
Yeah. Pepper, Curry. Oh, no, it doesn't work.
That's such a JDV chip. Yeah. Guys, on props, Joe Marler, he wasn't holding back. Last week, he claimed Alan Wynne-Jones is massively overrated and only good for, what? Only had one good year, sorry. Johnny Sexton, he described Johnny Sexton as garbage. He said, what do you make of that? And
I don't know. Why would he even get involved with these things? Is it like...
I think it's tongue-in-cheek comments.
Do you think... he said, he didn't stop there. He said Thomas Ramos was the biggest helmet on the pitch. Who's the biggest helmet you guys played against?
But didn't Joe Marler had the little feel of Alan Wynn's left nut?
But I thought they were mates.
No, because he rejected him,
Yeah, he rejected him. Yeah, he did.
I think that's just the personality.
Also, all of us are retired. What the hell? Except Ramos. Give it up. Have a breather.
So we're definitely going for England win there.
Yeah, look, last year's 68-14 last year. Could be a similar score. We beat Wales, but remember it was that end of out of the test window game. We also got, I think, 60-something points.
Yeah, it was a big score.
Henry Pollock, how do you think Pollock will go in this tournament?
I think he'll go well.
He's scored some amazing tries though. He's the star boy of England rugby at the moment.
I think it's how you use him.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, he makes the 23 every week, and you utilize him as an impact player to change either the course of the game or chase a game down. He's got some proper X factor about him.
Yeah, he's got. I think he's. The key for him is he needs to get the ball in his hands. He adds value when he's running with the ball, when he's creating magic, all of that. He's not, and then maybe, there'll be a magic play where he gets a turnover or whatever, but he's not going to be chasing racks, putting his head in the rack, every single rack, slowing the opposition ball down.
He's quick.
The magic you want from him is exactly that. As a forward, running onto forwards, being able to beat them, the chip kick, he's got everything in terms of his skill set with ball in hand. But if he doesn't get the ball, then I don't see him having the impact that we're expecting from him. because that's his key
Look,
kind
I mean,
of.
also, like England's been dominant, 11 victories on a row. It's going to be a game. Maybe it's the French game, where it's a tight game.
It's the last game.
The weather's not good. It's a bit of a kick fest. It's a bit of a slog. Like it's fine. Test match rugby is like Test match cricket.
Yeah.
If the game's going and running for you, it's the easiest thing to plug and play. You do your job. But unfortunately, Test matches ask a lot of different questions from you. In that different question, you also got to answer. You can't just have a narrow bandwidth and play in a certain team or certain way.
Yeah.
If you can be influential when the team's back against the wall and you got to go defend the 22 for the last 10, 15 minutes, then he's on the right path.
Yeah. JDV, a lot of people saying England are the best team in the world alongside the Springboks. They come into South Africa, Ellis Park. I think is it June or July the 4th?
No, it's
what happens?
July the
4th.
July the 4th. What happens?
No, I that's still a long way out. Okay, if we're going to
Give us an answer.
If we're going to start previewing that now.
So we go England, Scotland, Wales in July.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an interesting Test match, that.
Also, you want to see this? I just hope the England usually bring their full strength squad.
No, they will.
They will.
Yeah, they will. I mean, URC final is on
the week
the
before,
20th,
2 weeks
before, the 20th of June. So Prem will be done.
They've got enough break.
So you bring everyone with, and then that's one of those Test matches you want to go watch.
Yeah, of course.
We also know the build-up. The media is going to
and
create serious hype.
Yeah.
Scholar, also you want the English to bring we don't want it a case of them not bringing their strongest squad. You want these
the
two
same way
teams
we go
to
with our strong squads.
People were saying last year already, it's such a pity that we didn't play England. Okay, it was never part of the schedule, but this time it is, and I think you want those two teams to have the best players, the best teams available, and then you put it up.
Let's put it out there. The Boks last 60 minutes, they went 38-0 against Australia at Ellis Park. It's not really a fortress for us. It's not like
interesting. Yeah,
it's not like we went 20s up early, and then you basically fell asleep.
Best half we played, one of the best halves we played last year. Then second half.
Yeah, I
20,
know. So
it wasn't a half. It was just 20 minutes.
Yeah. So. For the Boks, it will be, important to get a result. Yeah. And remember the previous game against England there, the one where we went down,
what was it, like Test match? 21-0.
21-0 in, 7 minutes, and then reeled them in. So, by all accounts, going to be a high-scoring game.
Okay, guys, so France and England could play on the final day of the Six Nations as a decider.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
In Paris, Jean, like you mentioned. We want England to win the Six Nations, to come here Six Nations champs against the world champs.
Do we?
I would love that.
I picked them as favourites. But that last game, that's a tough gig. Especially if the French, if they're still in with a chance. Yeah. That makes a difference. If the French, is settled in third and they can't, or they can come second, then England, I think, beats them there. But if France has got something to play for, then I'm almost having to say France will get the better of them in Paris. But I don't know.
From a storytelling point of view, you want that. You want England to win the Six Nations. They come to South Africa, they take us on. Yeah, I think it'll be a beautiful. It'll certainly sell more tickets. Then you do have to deal with the hype around England as well.
But that's fine though. Hype sells.
Yeah.
It will be the Boks.
We had the hype with Ireland.
It will be the Boks first game in, what's that, 7 months, 8 months? Those first games don't always go according to plan. You can look amazing in the.
I think there's a barbarian game prior to that planned, and I think there might be a Australia or Argentina game prior to that as well. I think so.
That will help us.
But how does it work though? If you're
no, I'm lying. Just a barbarians game.
Don't mislead the people.
I was already talking that as off weekend. Does that mean I don't have an off weekend after UFC?
Barbarians in Rebecca.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can't really.
I think I might have to book that weekend off though. I think I might have to go to Asia.
And also, Rossi won't. I mean, in terms of their planning, they won't go into a big game like against England without some match prep.
Baltimore also for a game.
Jeez, guys.
Yeah.
No
one saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
I heard a lot of rumors. Like America is one of them. Baltimore never came up. I already looked at the flight. So there's a direct one from Cape Town.
Is it?
We've got a flight to
I
New
reckon
York,
so.
and then this is
It's a
the other
long
side of
day.
Washington.
It's a long day.
So a long way to go. Are we going to America, guys?
I don't know.
That would be awesome.
Guys,
I need.
do you have a visa?
My visa's expired.
I don't have a visa. I've never been to America. And I don't have
I
a
think
visa.
it's a good time to do it.
It is, but like, you
I
reckon we'll
went,
get it?
stopped, flew through America, went to Bermuda, tore my Achilles, and came back.
Oh, one of those sad.
Achilles, his knee. It's, whenever he flies and he stands on the side of a hill, something
These
happens.
guys.
Okay,
guys,
moving on.
Shimmy.
Moving on. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, shame, Shim.
Okay, guys, Italy versus Scotland.
Ooh.
In Italy, opening game. Italy at full strength.
Oof.
Gregor Townsend under pressure.
I somehow.
Angie Cupiozzo not there.
Yeah?
Or as Brayton said, cappuccino.
Cappuccino is not a fullback.
Or Carpaccio.
Carpaccio. Sione Tuipulotu's back.
And Hugh Jones.
It makes those two make a massive difference. Thing with Scotland is their pack can't really put Italy under too much strain. So they've got to play rugby against them, and that's where this Italian side is so dangerous. So I've picked Italy as my surprise package. So I think I'm ready for it. I think if there's an upset, this might be the one.
I think that's a brilliant call. Because also think back last year, we played Italy 3 times.
Yes.
Both the games in South Africa, they put
Tight.
us under
Massive
immense pressure from a ruck point of view. Okay, defensively they were solid.
Yeah.
And even remember the end of year tour?
Yeah.
With all the yellow cards.
All the yellow
we
cards.
almost, I mean, we could have,
The red card.
we
The
could have,
red card,
the
yeah.
red-
but we could easily have lost that game.
Yeah.
So Italy's not a bad team.
No.
I think they, obviously with Cupiozzo not there,
Yeah, you
they
lose
miss
a
a
bit
bit of
in
X
attack.
Capuzzo.
Yeah.
Capuzzo.
Capuzzo.
I'm not Italian.
Okay.
But Ben White, Finn Russell,
Yeah.
Tuipulotu,
Yeah.
Hugh Jones. That's a proper backline.
Also, they're going to be up against a settled
Brexman and
backline.
Cello.
Yeah.
Brexman, Cello,
No.
Gavisi, but like they are, for me, Tuipulotu is the key there.
Yeah.
Like on attack, he adds some punch, and then he's got all the subtlety, whether it's the boot or the no-look pass. Yeah. And when he runs it, everything sort of gets into sync, and we can't take away from Hugh Jones' instinct to go run a line or score a try or have a magnificent moment.
Like I always say, like you can put 2 brilliant players together and then they just don't, as a combination, it
Yeah,
doesn't
they
work
don't
well
gel.
in terms of centers, and then sometimes you put guys together and it just works from day one. And for me, that combination of Tuipulotu, Hugh Jones is brilliant. But so is Brexman and Cello. So I think that'll be just from a midfield point of view. That'll be an amazing.
They're very similar in
spectacle.
styles because like Minicello is a little pocket rocket and he runs hard. He goes at the line. Problem for Scotland is there's no other way than playing rugby against teams.
Yeah.
They can't carry through the guts. They can't maul them. They can't scrum them. They can't make.
The physical elements aren't there.
Yeah.
So they've got to play rugby against them. So I think this is the upset.
And
for
the
Italy.
worst thing you want when you do want to play rugby is when you get irritated, frustrated,
At the
and
ruck.
now suddenly
Slow.
there's Fascetti,
Penalty.
all those forwards from Italy who makes it messy
And
at
it's in
ruck time.
Italy.
You
You're
can't
not
get your
getting.
flow
You're not
going.
getting the 50-50. The rucks are small. Then you've got to rely on carrying it through the guts and kicking it a bit more than what you've planned for. So I think Italy for the upset.
I'm getting excited about this.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
It's actually a good look, though, England-Wales.
Yeah.
I mean, Wales lose by, let's say they're in the game with 20 to go.
Yeah.
It's success for them. But it's going to be, this one's going to be, it's going to be a good one. And it starts on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday night lights. We might be onto something.
What you doing Thursday?
You're welcome to come join me.
Should we do a live viewing?
Yeah, we do a live view. Guys, our WeBuy moment, impact player prediction.
For the tournament?
Yeah, for the tournament. So you can choose any player, any team.
It's difficult to look past DuPont with him back and
DuPont
missing
back.
out last year.
Tuipulotu, Jones.
I'm going to go Oscar Giroud.
Oh, yeah.
The flanker.
The
Yes.
flanker.
The hybrid.
French.
The hybrid.
Yeah.
I think
Cool.
this week in the moment will be probably a cracker from, I'm going to call Pollock against Wales. Coming on 30 to go.
It's hat-trick time.
Oh, he's going to do something.
Yeah.
There's
But
gonna
you're
be
saying
opportunity.
player
for the whole
of the-
season.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just for this week.
For this
just for the
weekend.
week.
Yeah, for this week. Yeah,
I'll
we'll choose
go
a different
I'll go
player,
Pollock against Wales to do something.
Mine is Malvaka, the French hooker. He's back.
He's bad, but he'll play off the bench, you reckon?
I like
He
him.
was first choice before
know,
he got
yeah.
injured. The
Marchand.
Marchand started there,
Yeah.
but he's brilliant. He can open up a game. So
Yeah.
Movaka.
Okay, I'll go with Pollock against Wales.
Yo, 3 forwards. I'm going Jigu.
Jugu.
Starting at 8, maybe.
Do you think they'll start him?
I don't know. I think they will start him. I don't know if it'll be 8 or flank.
Okay, guys, our Betway section. A new season with $1,000 in the bank each.
Oh dear.
After Jean won last year. No, he didn't.
John won.
I won last year. I went all in the last one. That's a typo. Thank you very much. Freddie,
I know.
you guys are looking for vengeance.
I know I was lost. And I mean, I could barely,
No, you were definitely lost.
I could barely afford a case of beers by the end of this. Boy.
Okay. We're predicting the outright winner of the Six Nations. Outright winner. $1,000. So France are favorites at 1.66. So 500 bet would give you 830 Rand.
Mm-hmm.
England 3.40. 500 would give you 1,700. Ireland you can get at 7s. So a 500 bet would give you 3,500.
That's a good bet.
Ireland's a good one.
Ireland's a good
Yeah.
bet.
If you're a betting
I'm not a betting man, so I've said England will win Six Nations.
Yeah, I've gone with France to win the Six Nations.
At one point,
Look, I think England will win it, but just for the sake of the betting,
you go for Ireland. No, like if I was a betting man, if I was good at it, I would have gone for Ireland.
You should put on your betting hat.
Won't fit my head.
So you go, okay. So you're saying you reckon England, both of you saying you reckon England
I think
will win?
England will win. I mean, 11 match winning streak. Starting at home against Wales, they'll get momentum. The hard one will be the last one.
Will they get a Grand Slam?
See, no.
I think
They could.
I think they're going to lose a couple of games. All of the teams, yeah.
You reckon it'll be
I think
quite
it's
an
going to
open
be
one?
quite an open one.
But where do England then lose for the Grand Slam? Who do they lose to? They're playing Ireland at home, Scotland away. Scotland, their bogey team again.
Well, Scotland, this is exactly what they do. They'll lose against Italy and they'll beat England in the Kolkata.
What do Scotland need to do? Let's talk about, okay, we know about England going well. France, obviously, some changes with Galtier. Also, the French, I mean, this is their tournament. And then mid-year or, the autumn series. No, not the autumn series, the mid-year tours, they send a B team.
End of mid-year, December, Nations.
Yeah.
So that game when they played us, they had 3 months to prepare and they pulled that off. You know what I mean? So Galtier, I think, is under pressure.
Yeah.
Gregor Townsend needs to get.
Yep.
It can't be the greatest Scottish team or one of the great Scottish teams and
never win.
You know what I mean? Farrell's done it. He's done well with Ireland. So between Galtier, I think, and Gregor Townsend, there must be pressure there.
Well, Scotland's November is the most recent stuff we've got in memory. Was this accuracy and error rate? It was enormous. Trying to play almost like a chaotic game plan. But to put any good side under pressure, you've got to have quality for prolonged periods.
Yeah.
And they had a good run against New Zealand. Should have beaten New Zealand. But then also they roll over and concede 21 unanswered points.
Yeah.
It's just the way they play. It's almost too high a risk. And they try and play this fast attacking game without any patience, which I think is where you get it wrong. If you put teams under prolonged periods of pressure, you've got to be so accurate.
Yeah.
Because all these teams can soak up your heat. And if you can't keep the pressure on them, you back under pressure.
And fire back,
And that's unfortunately what they've been doing. They let sides off the hook by skill inaccuracies or big mistakes and big moments of the game, and I can't see that going away.
Yeah, guys. Earlier on, sorry, we've got a couple of minutes here. We spoke about the state of the game, the global season.
Gotta happen.
Sean, you in the know-how.
Yeah.
You know about tests that we never heard of, barbarians and Australia.
I was about to have an off weekend.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Like I'm back on the
you
grind.
You must know everything here. Tell us about the global calendar, please.
No,
Please, I think in the state of the game that needs to happen.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
So how, let's say how do you sort that out? How do you get a global game? And it'll probably have to be
The championship would be no.
the Southern Hemisphere needing to pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Southern Hemisphere, because South Africa, we're already in the Northern Hemisphere. Okay, so now you have to look at Super Rugby actually and say, okay, where do we fit Super Rugby in?
Yeah.
And then you have a season that runs July to June.
Yeah,
August to June.
August to June.
Yeah.
Because now it's just too fragmented and difficult to
Yeah,
understand.
like the biggest issue
And
is
then
like for all of us, we work in the game, let alone the supporters. Try and pigeonhole the season for a supporter now.
No.
If a supporter
When does
asks
it
you, like,
start?
what's happening? How does Sia Khaleesi move to the Stormers in the middle of the year?
Yeah.
Because his contract runs from August till
Yeah.
June. You try and explain that to the average punter,
Yeah.
you've lost him completely.
And also, Scala, we need a total reset. It needs to be, okay, we change global season, August to June. And then the unions, so SA Rugby, we need to then go and say, okay, what does our season now look like?
Yeah.
Okay, URC and Investec Champions Cup, we know that runs Curry Cup. We want the Curry Cup to remain. Where will the Curry Cup now fit in so that we can have tournaments that kind of speaks to each other rather than just separate? And Varsity Cup, same thing. Is Varsity Cup then January, February, March? Or does it need to be in a different time slot? Which is a brilliant schoolboy rugby, same thing.
Like those sports will probably have to stay the same because the
You
way
can't-
of your intake
they're not
the way of the
hemispheres,
intake in your schooling system, they're not changing their holidays from our big December break. And look, don't get me wrong, we all loved and grew up on having December as your rugby free month. January, no rugby but pre-season, and then you started from February. We've obviously now seen it works. Like we get our biggest crowds now with rugby in December and January.
Yeah, amazing.
Like DHL Stadium sold out
It's 55,000.
last weekend.
Yeah,
you know,
Sharks
like
game was also
it's
sold out,
it's crazy. So, I think we've got to swivel into the European season, but like, can it just happen so that all of us can pigeonhole it, and also the players? There's not a continuous break for players, and that's going to come back for World Rugby and put them under pressure because players now get 2 weeks off. Now in February, and then they get a tiny little break and another little break, and then in the off season, Curry Cups takes place.
But it's kind of what I'm really concerned about for the players and probably for coaches as well is like, the mental break. When do you get the
switch
mental
off?
break?
No.
When do you switch off?
So
As a Springbok currently, when do you switch off? Because you're either involved with the Boks from June up until first week of December, but then after that you're still involved and engaged with your franchise team. Okay, so now it's URC's on the go, Investec's on the Champions Cup is on the go, so you're still kind of entrenched in that. You don't switch off where there's nothing. You don't have to.
Now you get a 2 week break now. That's not enough to switch off because you're still thinking. You still got to go train.
If you've got kids there at school, you can't really go on holiday
You
either.
can't go on holiday. So, like, it's imperative for the welfare of the game that we've got a global season and we can hold this rugby season once and for all.
Yeah.
And then we set it in stone because, it's just the way. Otherwise, we're just going to have a 12-month season. And that's not sustainable.
But I'm glad that we've been able to kind of
sort it out for the boys.
Like we only did 5 months of the year last year with Boks Unpacked and the verdict. This year will be all year. Always
It'll
on.
be a big year. That's
Always on Boks Unpacked.
Does this mean we're going to be in my bar a bit more? Is it?
It's a great studio, this, sir.
Oh, thank you, guys, man.
Very nice.
I built it just for Boks Unpacked.
Thank you guys.
We're waiting for the invoice.
Well, that's it. That's what we've got for this week's episode of the Boks Unpacked. We are so happy to be back at the Scaliano Scala. Thank you very much. JDV,
pleasure.
thank you very much.
James.
Like and subscribe on YouTube and catch all the rugby on Super Sports, your world of champions. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. Six Nations, Thursday night.
Shimmy, that was your best work. Like, I promise you. Like, you should have breaks more often.